what you guys might be wondering is, Brent, what makes you the host of the Brick Cave universe? What made you decide you wanted to do it? Well, I'll tell you, I have no idea why they picked me, except for I'm so pretty. But what I do know is the reason I said yes to this whole thing is that although I love Brick Cave and I love being part of the universe, they said I could talk about whatever I wanted to at the end of every show. So lucky you, this is my rant. So there's a couple of TV series that one came out in 2014 and one's going to be coming out in 2015 that I want you guys to be aware of, because you probably aren't aware of either one. And there's also a movie that came out not too long ago that we're going to talk about as well. So get going with that. The first one, it came out in 2014 and it's called The Strain. It kind of got missed, if you will, by a lot of folks because there's so many good TV shows that came out in 2014 that a lot of people just didn't know what it was. If you looked at previews for The Strain, you had no idea what you were watching previews about. It looked like something to do with maybe a virus or something, but that was it. You actually watch it, and it's amazing. So The Strain was done by Guillermo del Toro, and Del Toro, you guys probably know from Hellboy, you know, from Pacific Rim. You also know him from Pan's Labyrinth. That was the first movie he did that everybody was like, wow, you know, who is this guy? And he came out with this idea 3-4 years ago and tried to pitch it, but it didn't work because what The Strain really is, even though it doesn't really seem like it, it's his vampire story, right? Well, when he pitched this a couple years ago, everybody was in love with this sparkling, lovey-dovey, over-romanticized idea about vampires that Twilight ruined. But because of that, he wrote some books, wrote a series of novels called The Strain. People really loved it. Now in 2014, people are like, hey, no, I'm ready for, like, you know, the monster type vampire. So there's like a virus that they think there's an outbreak coming out and they don't know what it is. People are getting sick and there's all this craziness. Well, it's actually a strain of vampirism. They don't know what's going on. There's chaos going because they're just not sure what to expect. And what's really happening is that vampires now, like, they're like a parasite and they're spreading from one person to another, looking for different hosts. It's just a different take on it. Their vampires are like part vampire, part zombie. It's a little campy in some parts. Some of the visuals are kind of goofy, but it's just very different, and that's why I love it. And if you haven't checked it out, again, it's called The Strain. New series or new episodes will be coming out here in 2015 on FX, and find the first series, check it out. It was brilliant. Second series I want to talk about is called The After, and you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Amazon Prime is actually putting this out. They put out one episode last year, and it was a pilot. They had people vote on it, and if you liked it, they come out with another series and actually come out with a full 8 episodes. So people watched it, they loved it. The actual series should be coming out here sometime in 2015. Now, a quick synopsis on that. I can't give away too much because it's all about twisting and turning. But it's from Chris Carter, who created The X-Files. He's the golden boy of the 90s. And when you first watch the show, the first 45 minutes, it's the apocalypse is coming, right? Like, there's chaos in the streets, police have no control over anything, and these people are just kind of running and trying to survive. And it looks really formulaic at first, it looks really cliche at first, interesting, kind of cool, but you've seen this before, right? And then right when it ends, about 10 minutes before it's over, you're just blown away because you have no idea where this is going to go, and that's where Chris Carter comes in, and he actually makes a pretty cool show. So I'm excited. Can't wait till the next couple of months when it comes out. It's called The After. You're going to have to grab Amazon Prime to check it out, but it's going to be worth your time for sure. Last one, real quick. Check out Birdman. Check out Birdman. Check out Birdman. Michael Keaton is amazing. If you love film, this movie, they do some very different things. The camera work is very different. The acting is amazing. You've got Michael Keaton, Ed Norton, and Emma Stone are all getting Golden Globe nominations. They'll probably get Academy Award nominations as well. So you want to check out Birdman. I will probably talk about this later when we have more time. But again, great movie. Saw it yesterday. Mind blown. That's pretty much what I have for my rant. So thank you so much, guys, for checking out the first episode of the Brick Cave universe. We'll be doing this once a month. Next month, we'll have Sharon Skinner, who's going to be our guest. She's going to be able to sit in the chair and